They called her a maid until the Korean billionaire's son asked, "Are you my mother?"
How does your son know my mother's song?
But the real thief was my own sister.
No, it can't be true!
Take one more step, and I will call security.
Please, I have to know!
The first time Amara Okonkwo entered the Han family mansion, nobody asked her name. They only saw her black coat, her rain-soaked hair, and the small wooden box pressed tightly against her chest. The mansion stood on a quiet hill above Seoul, all glass, stone, and silence. Inside, the Han family had gathered for the reading of Chairman Han's final will. The old man had been dead for 7 days, but his portrait still watched the room like he had not fully left. Amara stopped at the entrance. A housekeeper looked her up and down. "You are late," the woman said in Korean. "The kitchen is downstairs." Amara blinked. "I'm not here for the kitchen." The housekeeper frowned. "Then why are you standing at the servants' entrance?" Before Amara could answer, a sharp female voice cut through the hallway. "Who let her in?" Everyone turned. Han Sung-hee stood at the top of the marble stairs, dressed in black silk, diamonds resting at her throat, her face smooth and cold. She was the late chairman's sister, the woman everyone in the house feared but pretended to respect. Her eyes moved from Amara's shoes to the wooden box in her hand. "You people are getting bold now," Sung-hee said. "Coming into private homes with stories and boxes." Amara held her ground. "I was invited." Sung-hee laughed softly. "By whom?" Amara looked toward the portrait on the wall. "Chairman Han." The room went silent. Then Sung-hee's smile vanished. "My brother is dead." "Yes," Amara said. "That is why I came." A few relatives whispered behind her. Someone laughed under their breath. Sung-hee walked down the stairs slowly. "What is your name?" "Amara Okonkwo." "From?" "Nigeria." Sung-hee's eyes hardened. "And what does a Nigerian woman have to do with my brother's will?" Amara tightened her hand around the wooden box. "That is what I came to find out." Before Sung-hee could reply, a little boy ran into the hallway. He was about 6 years old, dressed in a tiny black suit. His face was pale from crying, but his eyes were alert. He stopped when he saw Amara. The housekeeper rushed after him. "Jiho, you should be upstairs." The boy did not move. He stared at Amara as if he had seen a ghost. Then his eyes dropped to the wooden box. "Where did you get that?" he whispered. Amara's face softened. "This?" The boy nodded. "My grandmother gave it to me," Amara said. The little boy took one careful step forward. "That box was in my dream." Sung-hee snapped, "Jiho, stop talking nonsense." But the boy ignored her. He looked at Amara and said, "Did you know my Halmioni?" Amara did not understand why her chest suddenly tightened. "Your grandmother?" Jiho nodded. "She used to sing a song, not Korean." Amara froze. A low voice came from behind her. "What song?" The entire hallway shifted. Han Min-jun had entered without anyone noticing. Tall, calm, and sharply dressed in a black suit, he carried the kind of silence that made powerful people nervous. He was Chairman Han's eldest grandson, the new head of Han Global, and the man the whole family had been waiting for. His eyes rested on Amara. Not kindly, not cruelly, carefully. Jiho ran to him and held his hand. "Appa," the boy whispered, "she has the box." Min-jun looked at the wooden box. For the first time, his face changed. "Open it," he said. Sung-hee stepped forward. "Min-jun, don't entertain this." He did not look at her. "I said open it." Amara placed the box on the hallway table. Its surface was dark brown, old, and carved with 2 symbols, one Korean and one Igbo. She had spent her whole life staring at those symbols, never knowing what they meant. She opened the lid. A soft melody filled the mansion. It was not loud. It was old, gentle, almost broken. But the moment the sound came out, Jiho covered his mouth. Min-jun's jaw tightened. Sung-hee turned pale. Amara whispered, "You know this song." Min-jun did not answer. The song played slowly, note by note. Then Jiho began to hum along. Amara's eyes widened. It was her mother's lullaby, the same song her mother used to sing while cooking in their small home in Enugu. The song Amara had not heard since the night her mother died. She looked at Min-jun. "How does your son know my mother's song?" Sun-hee slapped the box shut. The music stopped. "That is enough," she said. Amara turned to her. "Why are you afraid of a song?" Sung-hee's face hardened. "You walk into this house with a stolen object and now you insult me?" "It was not stolen." "Then prove it." Amara reached into her coat and brought out a folded letter protected in a clear plastic sleeve. "This was sent to me 3 weeks ago." Min-jun took it before Sung-hee could touch it. He opened it. His face became still. The letter was written in Chairman Han's hand. "To Miss Amara Okonkwo, if this reaches you, then I have run out of time. Bring the box to Seoul. Do not give it to anyone except my grandson, Han Min-jun. Do not trust my sister. Do not leave the house until the song has played in front of the family. The truth I buried in Lagos has finally come home." Min-jun looked up. "Where did you get this?" "It was delivered to my office in Abuja," Amara said. "With a plane ticket." Sun-hee stepped closer. "That letter is fake." Min-jun turned to her. "How do you know?" The room became colder. Sung-hee did not answer quickly enough. Amara noticed. So did Min-jun. A family lawyer entered the hallway holding a black folder against his chest. He was an older man with silver hair and nervous eyes. "Mr. Han," he said quietly, "the family is waiting in the study." Min-jun did not move. "Mr. Park," he said, "did my grandfather leave instructions about a woman named Amara Okonkwo?" The lawyer swallowed. Sung-hee looked at him sharply. "Careful," she said. Mr. Park lowered his eyes. "Yes," he said. Gasps traveled through the hallway. Amara felt her knees almost weaken, but she forced herself to stand straight. Min-jun's voice stayed calm. "Then we read it now." Sung-hee laughed once, but it sounded thin. "You cannot be serious. This woman is a stranger." "No," Mr. Park said softly. Everyone looked at him. He opened the black folder. "According to the chairman, she is not a stranger." Sung-hee's face turned dangerous. Min-jun took Jiho's hand. "Everyone to the study." The Han family study looked more like a courtroom than a room for grief. Dark shelves climbed the walls. Heavy curtains blocked the rain outside. Chairman Han's empty chair sat at the head of the long table. Amara stood near the door. Sung-hee stood across from her. The family members watched like wolves waiting to see which side would bleed first. Mr. Park placed a sealed envelope on the table. This was to be opened only when Miss Amara Okonkwo arrived with the wooden music box. A younger cousin scoffed. "Why would grandfather involve her? We don't even know her." Amara looked at him. "You don't know me. That does not mean your grandfather didn't." The cousin looked away. Min-jun sat at the head of the table, but he did not look comfortable there. "Read it," he said. Mr. Park opened the envelope. His voice trembled as he read. "To my family, if Amara Okonkwo is standing before you, then the lie I allowed has lasted too long. 29 years ago, in Lagos, I built the first bridge between Han Global and West Africa, but I did not build it alone. The woman who saved my company was not an investor, not a banker, and not a politician. Her name was Adis Okonkwo." Amara stopped breathing. "Her mother," Mr. Park continued. "When my company was about to collapse, Adis gave me access to a network, translators, suppliers, and local trust I could never have bought with money. She protected my wife when she fell ill in Lagos. She protected my son when men came looking for me. She asked for nothing but honesty. But I failed her." Amara's eyes burned. Min-jun looked at her, and for the first time there was no suspicion in his face. Only shock. Mr. Park kept reading. "When my wife died, my sister told me Adis had betrayed our family. I believed the lie. I cut her off, destroyed the partnership records, and let the world think Han Global entered Africa alone. Years later, I learned the truth. Adis had been framed." Sung-hee slammed her hand on the table. "This is ridiculous." Mr. Park stopped. Min-jun's voice was quiet. "Sit down, Aunt." She stared at him. "I said sit down." Slowly, Sung-hee sat. Mr. Park continued. "The music box contains what I could not say while alive. If my sister has already tried to stop this reading, then she has not changed." Amara looked at Sung-hee. Sung-hee's face was perfectly controlled, but one hand gripped the edge of her chair. Mr. Park reached for the wooden box. "There is a hidden compartment," he said. Amara frowned. "What?" She had owned that box for years. She had played it hundreds of times. She never knew it opened further. Mr. Park turned the box upside down and pressed 2 carvings at the same time. A small drawer slid out. Inside was a flash drive, an old photograph, and a gold ring wrapped in faded cloth. Ji-ho whispered, "That ring?" Min-jun picked it up carefully. His face changed again. "This was my mother's." Sung-hee stood. "No." Min-jun looked at her. "How did my mother's ring end up in a box from Nigeria?" Sung-hee's mouth opened, but no words came. Amara picked up the photograph. It showed two women standing under the hot Lagos sun. One was her mother, Adiz, younger, smiling, proud. The other was a Korean woman holding a baby. On the back, written in careful handwriting, were the words, "Sora and Adiz, Lagos, 1997. Sisters by truth, not blood." Min-jun took the photo. His fingers tightened around it. "My mother," he said. Amara looked at him. "My mother knew yours." "She did more than know her," Mr. Park said. Sung-hee turned on him. "Enough." But the old lawyer seemed tired of being afraid. "No, Madam Han, it has been enough for 29 years. The room exploded in whispers. Min-jun connected the flash drive to the study screen. A video file appeared. The date was old. The image flickered, then Chairman Han appeared on screen, sitting in the same study, looking thinner, older, and ashamed. His recorded voice filled the room. "If you are watching this, then Amara has come." "Good. That means Addie's raised a brave daughter." Amara covered her mouth. The chairman continued. "Sung-hee told me Addie stole from Han Global. She gave me documents, signatures, bank transfers. I believed her because grief made me stupid. My wife had died, and I needed someone to blame." The video glitched. Then it continued. "But the real thief was my own sister." Sung-hee rushed toward the screen, but Min-jun stood so fast his chair hit the floor. "Take one more step," he said, "and I will call security." She stopped. The chairman's voice continued. "Sung-hee sold our African expansion rights through a shell company. When Adiz discovered it, Sung-hee framed her. I helped destroy the reputation of the woman who saved us." Amara's tears fell silently now. Not loud, not weak. Just the kind of tears that come when a wound finally hears the truth. The chairman leaned closer to the camera. "Amara, your mother refused money. She refused revenge. She only asked me to protect the children if the truth ever came out. I failed her while she lived. I will not fail her in death." The screen changed to a legal document. Mr. Park spoke now. The chairman left instructions. Han Global must restore Adiz Okonkwo's name in all company history. A public apology must be issued. The original partnership share owed to Adiz is to be transferred to her legal heir, Amara Okonkwo. A cousin shouted, "How much?" Mr. Park looked at Amara. 17% of Han Global's West Africa division. The room went completely silent. Amara stepped back. "No." Everyone looked at her. Sung-hee laughed bitterly. "Of course. Now she pretends she doesn't want money." Amara turned to her. "I said no because you people are still doing it." "Doing what?" Sung-hee snapped. "Looking at my mother's life like a transaction." The room stilled. Amara wiped her face. "My mother was not a bridge you used. She was not a servant who made your company comfortable in Africa. She was not a name you could erase because your family found her inconvenient." Min-jun watched her. Amara's voice grew stronger. "I came here because I wanted to know why a dead Korean man knew my name. I did not come here begging for shares. I came with a box, a letter, and confusion. You were the ones who gave me shame at the door." Nobody spoke. Then Ji-ho walked toward Amara. He held out the gold ring. "My grandmother wanted you to have it," he said. Sung-hee's eyes flashed. "Ji-ho, come here." The boy shook his head. Amara knelt slowly in front of him. "Why do you say that?" Ji-ho looked down. "Because she came to me in my dream and said, 'When the woman with the song comes, give her back what was taken.'" A chill passed through the room. Min-jun bent beside his son. "Ji-ho, why didn't you tell me?" The boy's lip trembled. "Great-aunt said if I talked about the song, you would send me away like mommy." Min-jun turned slowly toward Sung-hee. The room shifted again. "What did you say to my son?" Sung-hee lifted her chin. "I protected him from nonsense." Min-jun stepped closer. "No, you scared a child into silence." Sung-hee's mask cracked. "And what was I supposed to do? Let some foreign woman's daughter walk into this family and take everything?" Amara stood. "There it is." Sung-hee looked at her with open hatred now. "You think you are special because an old man felt guilty? This family built an empire. My mother helped build it. She was nobody." Min-jun's voice cut through the room. "Say that again." Sung-hee froze. He walked to Amara's side. Say it again while standing in the house her mother helped save. Sung-hee looked around the room, searching for support, but nobody moved. Min-jun faced the family. From this moment, no one in this house will call Amara Okonkwo a stranger. No one will call her a maid. No one will touch her mother's name again. Amara looked at him. There was no romance in that moment, only respect, and somehow that felt stronger. Sung-hee laughed, but there was fear behind it. You think a public apology will fix this? The board will never accept her. The press will tear this family apart. Min-jun picked up his phone. Then let them start today. Sung-hee's eyes widened. What are you doing? He looked at Amara. What your mother deserved years ago. He called his assistant. Prepare a press statement. Han Global will release the Lagos records tonight. All of them. And contact legal. I want an internal investigation into Han Sung-hee's shell companies. Sung-hee shouted, You ungrateful boy! Min-jun's face remained calm. No, I am finally my grandfather's grandson. Security entered minutes later. Sung-hee did not go quietly. She turned at the door and pointed at Amara. This family will never love you. Amara looked at her. I did not come here to be loved by a family that learned my name today. Sung-hee's mouth closed. Amara continued. I came to return the truth. Whether you accept it or not is your burden, not mine. The doors closed behind Sung-hee. For a long moment, nobody moved. Rain tapped softly against the windows. The mansion, which had felt like stone and power, now felt like a place that had been holding its breath for too long. Min-jun turned to Amara. I owe you an apology. You owe my mother one. He lowered his head. Yes. She expected him to make excuses, to say he did not know, to blame his aunt, to hide behind grief, tradition, family pressure. He did none of that. I cannot apologize to her in person, he said, but I can make sure Korea knows her name. I can make sure Nigeria knows it too, and I can make sure my son never learns to fear the truth again. Amara studied him. For the first time since she entered the mansion, she saw the man beneath the suit, tired, ashamed, trying. Geho slipped his small hand into hers. Will you sing the song? He asked. Amara's throat tightened. I don't know if I can. Please, he whispered. I forgot the ending. Something inside her broke gently. Not the kind of breaking that destroys. The kind that opens. She looked at the music box, then at the photograph of her mother beside Min-jun's mother under the Lagos sun. Then she began to sing, softly at first. The old Igbo lullaby rose into the Korean study, tender and trembling. Geho hummed beside her. Min-jun closed his eyes. Around the table, the Han family listened to a song they had tried to bury without ever knowing its name. When Amara finished, nobody clapped. Some things were too sacred for applause. Mr. Park quietly placed the legal folder in front of her. Miss Okonkwo, he said, the transfer documents are ready when you are. Amara looked at the papers. Then she looked at Min-jun. I will not sign anything tonight. A cousin frowned. Why not? She touched the photograph. Because tonight is not about money. Tonight is about my mother. Min-jun nodded. What do you want? Amara looked around the room, at the people who had mistaken her presence for poverty, her silence for weakness, and her skin for permission to insult her. I want her name restored first, she said. Publicly, fully, in Korean and in English. I want every document corrected. I want every stolen record opened. I want the world to know Adis Okonkwo was not a thief. Min-jun did not hesitate. It will be done. And after that, Amara said, we will talk about shares. For the first time, a small smile touched his face. We? Amara lifted her chin. If my mother helped build your African division, then I will not sit at the edge of the table while you decide what happens to her legacy. Geho smiled. Min-jun looked at her with something new in his eyes. Not pity, not guilt, admiration. Then you should not stand at the edge of the table either. He pulled out the chair beside him. The same relatives who had whispered when she entered now watched in silence as Amara Okonkwo walked to the head of the Han family table. She did not rush. She did not bow. She did not ask for permission. She sat. And in that room, filled with old money, old lies, and old shame, the daughter of the woman they erased finally took her place. 3 months later, Han Global held a press conference in Seoul. Reporters packed the room. Cameras flashed. The corrected company history appeared on the screen behind the stage. Adaeze Okonkwo, founding West Africa partner Amara, stood at the podium in a deep green dress, her mother's restored name shining above her. Min-jun stood beside her, not in front of her. Jiho sat in the front row, holding the wooden music box on his lap. When the reporters asked Amara what she wanted people to remember, she paused. Then she said, "Do not mistake silence for emptiness. Sometimes silence is where the truth waits until the right door opens." A reporter raised his hand. "And what did the Han family call you when you first arrived?" The room tightened. Min-jun looked down. Amara smiled softly. "They called me many things." She looked toward Jiho, then at the music box, then back at the cameras. "But today, they know my name." That evening, after the press conference, Amara stood alone on the rooftop of Han Global's Seoul office. The city glowed beneath her. Behind her, the door opened. Min-jun stepped out, holding 2 cups of tea. "I thought you might want this," he said. She accepted one. For a while, they said nothing. Then he said, "My son asked if you were leaving Korea." Amara looked at the skyline. "I have work in Abuja." "I know. And now, apparently, I have work here too." He smiled faintly. "That sounds like not leaving." "It sounds like not running." He nodded. The wind moved softly between them. Then Amara said, "You defended me in that room." "I should have done it sooner. You did not know me." No, he said. "But I knew what disrespect sounded like. I had heard it all my life in different forms. I should have recognized it faster." She looked at him then. There was still pain between their families. Still history. Still things that could not be repaired with one apology, one press conference, or one song. But there was also a beginning. Not the easy kind. The honest kind. Min-jun placed his cup on the ledge. My grandfather left one more instruction. Amara raised an eyebrow. Should I be worried? Maybe. He brought out a small envelope. Her name was written on it. She opened it carefully. Inside was one final note from Chairman Han. Amara, if Min-jun gives you this, then perhaps he has started to become the man I hoped he would be. Do not trust him too quickly. But do not punish him forever for a lie he was born into. Your mother once told me that truth is not a knife unless bitter people hold it wrongly. Use it as a key. Amara read the note twice. Then she folded it slowly. Min-jun watched her. What did he say? She looked at him. He said I should not trust you too quickly. Min-jun gave a quiet laugh. That sounds like him. And he said I should not punish you forever. His smile faded. I would understand if you did. Amara looked back at the city. My mother taught me something different. What? She held the old note against her chest. That justice and bitterness are not the same thing. Min-jun did not answer. He only stood beside her, quiet, respectful, waiting. For once, a Han man did not speak over an Okonkwo woman. And for Amara, that was enough for the night. Below them, Seoul moved like a river of lights. Behind them, the old music box sat safely in Jiho's arms. And somewhere between Nigeria and Korea, between a buried lie and a restored name, 2 families began again. Not perfectly, not easily, but truthfully. Because the woman they called a maid had not come to serve. She had come to open a door that shame had locked for 29 years. And once the truth entered the Han mansion, not even the richest family in Seoul could send it back outside.